Hi everyone, it's Sunflower Spirit, and I'm here to do a general collective reading. I've been trying to do it on the full moon in Sagittarius for a while, but I've been having trouble with my audio settings, so this one will just be, it can be for the full moon or it can just be for like the next couple weeks. Um, but let's just see what the energy is for everybody for the next couple of weeks or so, or for the full moon, whatever this is for you. You'll know, you'll take it as it resonates. So, what is the message, please? Oops, for everybody. What does everyone really need to know, please? What does everyone really need to know for either the full moon or just the next couple weeks? Four of Swords. So maybe needing to rest or think about some things. Maybe think about something within your heart space. Um, because we have heart chakra showing up here. What else do we have for everybody? We have the Lovers. There's a choice. So taking some time to think about a choice that you have. Could be in love, but doesn't necessarily have to be. Um, but you do need to make a heart decision. I think you're taking some time to really focus on, or they're calling you to take some time to focus on, with your thoughts on how to make a heart decision. So you can kind of balance both out. We have the Sun. So needing to rely on your intuition, I feel like there's a lot of abundance with whatever this decision is. I have Gemini and Leo energy here. So this could be about, really thinking about the course of action that you want to take, how your actions are going to affect your stability, how your actions are going to affect your thoughts, things like that. What else do we have here, please, for everyone? We have Judgment, again with a decision, and the Hierophant. So that's interesting. So now we have, I've got Scorpio here and Sagittarius, and I also have Taurus and Libra here. So there's something about the past that you're trying to decide like how you can make the best decision, like the best, make the best, take the best course of action, I guess. And this has to do with something that you really want to get your heart space, something you need to make like a heart, you need to have your heart chakra open for this, but it's also intuitive. And I kind of consider intuition and emotion similar. That's how it presents for me in my body, but you take it as it resonates. With the Hierophant here, there's a lesson, something that you're learning. There's something about it could be either work or school, something that you're learning. It could be a life lesson, needing to rely on your intuition once again. A lot of intuitive energy, a lot of heart energy, a lot of abundance to be had, needing to kind of like assess the past, um, and also figure out, like, kind of mentally figure out like how to navigate this learning opportunity. There's some sort of opportunity here. So what else do we have for everybody? We have the Five of Cups. So there could be some disappointment, or there could be some sort of like perceptual thing where you need to look at something differently. Right now what you're seeing is kind of like the disappointment, the sadness, the pain, the grief, the loss. Maybe this decision is something that requires you to kind of move on from one thing so that you can have another thing. Um, or maybe like doing things differently, it'll kind of, there will be some like regret or maybe some nostalgia there with the Five of Cups. Let's see what else we have for everybody. Yeah, I feel like this decision is a struggle for you, Two of Cups. So there's something about how your relationships are involved with this, how your passion, your excitement, your creativity is involved with, like how I was saying, the action that you're taking, what kind of action you will take. I feel like you're going to get clarity too, and maybe you're getting clarity in like your relationships with other people and how those have gone and everything. Um, but I do feel like this decision is a struggle for you. There's definitely a decision here, there's definitely a struggle here. And the struggle is coming in your emotions. The struggle's coming, yeah, primarily in your emotions, primarily in your heart space. The struggle's coming in a little bit with your stability as well, but I'm seeing it mostly in your emotions. What else do we have? We have Nine of Cups. So you're also, this is something that you've really been wanting. There's a lot of emotional energy here. I feel like you're really trying to look at the past and see kind of like what's worked well in the past and what hasn't, and how do you get what you want out of your previous experiences. But there is some change coming. There's a huge, big change. There's something that you're going to have to learn within this change, and so that's why they're saying to rest and really take care of yourself. Self care is really important right now. Um, you're also, there's going to be some sort of clarity, I feel like. Um, so maybe not like seeing the whole picture just yet, but you're going to get something that you want and something with clarity, some type of clarity about your relationships with other people, or about your um, the things that you've lost or the people that you've lost, how your emotions haven't served you in the past, something about that. A lot of like cerebral energy, but a lot of also heart energy. We have the Two of Swords. Yeah, so there's things that you can't see. There's things that you can't see here, but they're saying to really like figure out. Remember how I told you like how are you going to create this with how what is your plan of action? How are you going to kind of stick to that plan of action and use your creativity and your passion and your drive, your motivation for to propel you forward here. I feel like there is a decision, there's a potential for you to like not make a decision, I feel like, because it's a burden, but I feel like what you need to know with this decision is there's something that has to be let go, something in your emotional space and your heart space. Something has to be considered and thought about. There's some type of learning. I feel like this is like cognitive or kind of cerebral learning going on where you're obtaining knowledge. You could be obtaining knowledge about um, something about love or something about your emotions. You could also be obtaining knowledge about like your decisions in the past. I feel like maybe with the lovers and the Five of Cups here, I feel like maybe you've made decisions where you've kind of had some regret or you felt a lot of loss and you're trying to avoid that. And I really feel like there is going to be clarity with like your connection in relation to your connections with others, in relation to the things that you want, to the things that fulfill you. And you're also gonna, you're kind of looking at the past and you're kind of like evaluating the past on like, how do I make this work for me? How do I make this situation um, work for me? How do I make this what I want it to be? So that's crazy. We have one, two, three, four major arcana here. So um, that tells me that there's like a big change, a big decision, definitely like a huge decision, and a lot of clarity coming like with this. So, and it looks like you're taking the right action steps to this. I also see like your heart moving to kind of like your intuitive space, to kind of even possibly like maybe you need to express something emotional that's going to be hard for you with this Five of Cups. Maybe there's something with your throat chakra where you need to express something that is going to maybe be a little harder or cause maybe some grief or some sadness or some sense of loss. But then you're going to just really get back up with this. This is your sacral chakra energy here, with this energy of like creativity and your drive and your passion, your desire for life, your desire for whatever it is that you're putting your mind to. The only thing I can see holding you back is like this sort of like fear here with this Two of Swords, where she can't see kind of what's in front of her. It looks like the sun's in front of her because you can see the sun's rays, but she's not making a decision because out of fear. And so that would be like the only thing that really holds you back. So making a decision is key here. Not making the decision to make a decision is a decision in itself. And so they're saying really focus on making that decision like push through that fear. I think I'm getting that like Leo vibe, we don't have the strength card here, but the sun is Leo, and the sun is almost even better because it's more of that like abundance. It's like really, getting your passion and drive where you want it to be so that you can have the most successful, best outcome. And you are getting clarity here. So that's a really powerful. Let's take let's pull some other cards and see if there's anything else that comes out or stands out, anything that'll help you make this decision. What are some things that will help everyone with this decision, will help with this sadness and disappointment, will help with opening the heart chakra space, will help with opening the third eye chakra and the sacral chakra for intuition to propel creativity, drive, passion, exploration. Let's see. What else does everyone need to know for this? We have celebration. So really need to focus on the things that make you happy, the small things. We also have the 9 aloneness. This is like the hermit card. So really need to take that time to introspect. So they're saying balance out, getting your information, getting your motivation from your spending time with friends, from connecting body, mind, and spirit, doing the things that make you happy, doing the things that might seem crazy to other people, but also taking time. This is like a solo journey, and they're always a solo journey. It's always a solo journey. We see people kind of on our way. We meet people on the way, and we sometimes they stay for a little while, and sometimes they stay for a longer time. But ultimately, like we're all going through this alone. This is our life going through it alone. And so you need to really kind of take that time for yourself to go within, take that time for yourself to get that clarity, and kind of bring that clarity from within to outside of yourself so that you can use that clarity as a guiding light. What else do we have? That's like way too many. That was just me not shuffling. What else do we have for everybody? We have Thunderbolt. So that's like the tower. So there could be like a worldview shaking thing, maybe needing to kind of perceptually look at things a little bit differently. We also have compromise, which is like the Six of Pentacles. So I do see this need for, again, like this balance is coming out. So balancing, the time that you spend with friends, like who you put your energy into, where you get your energy from, and then also giving that energy back to yourself. Like we see this guy like going on this path, kind of like I think of like hiking or going on a trail in the woods or something, but that's just something that helps me. You figure out like what you want to do. With a thunderbolt here, I see that there's going to be like epiphany, there is going to be clarity again, but it could be kind of jarring. This could come to you in a very sort of jarring way. It could be something where it kind of like shakes your worldview. So the way that you like thought things should be in the past might be kind of like broken down, and you might have to think how these things are going to be now in this new kind of like reality, or this newfound reality. We have adventure on the back. So this is like, they're saying like it's not all bad, and like don't forget to enjoy it. And also, this is like inner child. Like we see this child who's kind of like walking through the woods towards this rainbow, and this to me tells me that like, don't forget to really focus on the things that give you joy and those childlike things. We all have that childlike thing within us. That's one thing. um, I think of cats a lot when I think of that, because you know I don't know if you've ever like been around cats or anything, but if you have like an older cat who's like over 10 years old or something, they will still, there's still that, you can still see that playfulness. If there's something that they see that they like want to chase around, or they'll chase something around, they'll act like a kitten. And I feel like we all, like as all of us sentient beings, we have that within us, where we kind of like carry this like inner child presence within us. And so they're just saying don't forget to enjoy the moment like a child does, because don't forget to enjoy the moment like a child does. And also, this could be like an inner child journey where you're learning to navigate something. It could be like trauma from your past or something like that. But it looks more like, I mean, this does look like a healing process, but it's more like really you have the power because we saw, you have the decision. That gives you all the power. You get to make whatever choice you want to make here. They're telling you they think it would be in your best interest to balance yourself out at this time with these three cards here, but that's just sort of like guidance for you. But other than that, it looks like you're gonna be having epiphanies. You're gonna have be like awakening moments, or things are gonna be coming to light. You're gonna get clarity on things, and then I mean, it looks really good. Like the previous cards we got, they were pretty good. Just making sure you're paying attention to your intuition and how does that play out with like your creativity, your drive, your passion, stuff like that. So that's what I would look at. Hopefully this was helpful for you. Hopefully it resonated. I'm sorry this is late for the full moon, but it's still applicable. It's totally applicable. So I hope you guys enjoyed your full moon, and I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for stopping by today.